You said to him, no way. You couldn't believe your luck, could you, when you'd caught him out?
But he said it's either 42 or 32, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
no, but it was beside the point, because then he said, you know, rather brilliantly, hang on a minute, if you just add up these numbers here, that adds up to 42.
It was a
If
magic
you add
square.
up those numbers, that's 42. That's 42 across diagonally there. That
So,
box
yeah,
is 42.
all the numbers that added up on the page, whether you go across, sideways, down, across, whatever, always added up to 42.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Which
And you've got the name Harris.
which
Got the name
freaks
Harris,
you
right?
out.
It freaked me out. I kept saying to him, how do you do it, how do you do it, and he wasn't telling me. I was talking to people at work about him, and one lad said, apparently the trick that he uses is the same thing that Hitler did.
Play record.
No, seriously, apparently it's the same thing, because he was saying...
What?
Play record.
No, just let me finish,
No.
because, I've even ran it by other people to check if I'm right on
Okay,
this.
so let's do play record and come back
Because
to
the
this.
people in the XFM office, yeah, I mean, they're pretty wise. They're up on that stuff.
No, he used it in a different way.
Yeah, play record.
No, oh, hang on a minute, let me hear it. Let me hear
All
it.
it is, it's power of suggestion, apparently. And when Hitler used to do his big speeches to people.
Yeah. So what should we play?
Come on, finish your
Well,
point.
that's about it.
Who
I'm
told
just
you that?
saying,
Ian Canfield.
a few different people.
Oh, right.
The big thinkers out
No,
there in
like
the
what-
office. The brain boxes.
But anyway, right, it's...
Because I mean, Magnus Magnuson works on it now, doesn't he?
Right,
Or
listen.
was it Paxman? Was he doing
Now,
Paxman?
that blew me away, right, that the fact that he got the name, he got the number. Spooky bit, right? I'm walking home, I called you up a couple of times and I left a message on your phone.
Yeah.
Because it was just amazing. Not only was he good at magic, but his maths was brilliant. Up to 42 was like, how did he do that? I mean, we didn't even make a big deal out of that.
That's what he said. All Carol Vorderman's got is the maths.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Imagine him on Countdown.
yeah.
He'd even know what they were going to write down. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So a bit of a wasted talent. I should see him again about that. I think he's...
He asked him, he said, I said, why are you doing it on mucking around on telly? Then he went, sorry? He went, why are you mucking around on telly?
Yeah.
And he said you could make some serious money. I think Steve went, well, he does all right. He went, nah, but he did that the ticket thing all day.
Yeah. But didn't you say to him you should be working for the police force?
I said, yeah, he should be in a police station. He could help people out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's not a daft idea, is it?
Not really.
Right, so anyway, right, so I get home, still, I'm calling different people up walking home, I couldn't believe it.
Yep.
Right, I called Suzanne up telling her about it, and she's like, slow down. She said, you're like a little kid who's just been on a fairground ride or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Slow down. Right, so I'm telling her, call me mum and dad up. My dad wasn't that impressed.
No, of course
He's
not.
like, well, that's all been done before. But anyway, right, so...
But then he wasn't impressed with Little Donkey, was
well,
he?
No, he's not impressed by much, is he?
right,
No.
so I get in,
He
and,
probably had to nip out down to the phone box.
right,
Do some thieving.
Yeah. We've forgotten bread. No, I'm just going on the phone box.
Yeah.
so I get into my flat, right, and what they do in my flat where I live, they put the post in like these little pigeonholes, right, and I don't normally check them out. I leave it for Suzanne to do, right?
Sure.
But this time, for some weird reason, I thought, right, I'll check it, see if we've got any post. Open it up. There's only this. A letter for Miss Harris.
Yep. There it is, bona fide in front of us. A letter addressed to a Miss Harris.
Well, does she live there?
No, it's my address. She doesn't live there.
Did she ever?
Don't know. It doesn't matter. It's weird, isn't it?
But
We've
what
never
are you-
had.
what-
Normally, I think there was a guy who lived there called Yaki Shoki.
Mr. 42.
It was definitely wasn't an Harris, right? This is the first time we've had a letter for this woman.
Yes.
Right.
But what are you claiming? Because
Well,
Darren Brown himself admits that it is not paranormal, it is not supernatural, it is a trick. It's a
it?
trick.
Is it?
But he would say that, wouldn't he? Hitler said that. Play a record.
Well, can we open this? Cause
No! It's illegal!
No, but I'm thinking if
What
it's
if
a
we opened
birthday
it off
card
air?
for someone's like 42nd birthday.
Right. You can't open that letter. Go and put it back, or you cannot open that letter.
Why not?
You can't open someone else's mail, because you think Darren Brown's supernatural.
What if we steamed it open? Then resealed it, no one would know.
It's only a letter.
You can't, yeah, you can, but I don't want any part of it.
Carl,
So
I
if
think you should open it.
No, you open
I'm
it.
not opening it. It's against the law. You should open it,
Right,
though.
we won't open it then.
They won't send you to prison.
Forget it.
You'll get off.
Cure?
Bit of cure.
There's no
it's
cure,
very
no.
approaching. I'm looking. Well, I'm tempted to open it.
Well, do you want to, Steve? There you go.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not going to open it. But I think you should definitely.
Alright.
6 Different Ways by The Cure from the album The Head on the Door. We've enjoyed that.
The Head on the Door, Carl. Ooh, bit of a coincidence.
Spooky, isn't it?
It was only 4 weeks ago you were talking about a head and a door.
Exactly.
Has the door got a number on it? 42.
Oh dear.
So we're not opening it.
No.
Well, I can't open it because as the producer, right?
Oh yeah, because your standing in society is such that they'd make a real example of you.
Yeah.
That a producer of a tin pot radio show once a week. Yeah, he should know better. He can press buttons and talk at the same time. Send him down.
But they wouldn't try you in an adult court.
You would
Carl.
get
They
away.
wouldn't be
You
allowed.
would get away with it. Just they hear you speaking for a little while, and the judge would end up squeezing your head and letting you off.
It'd be like those people who train monkeys to break in. Do you remember down in South London? We talked about it in the past, and they were going around robbing stuff,
Hackney.
and they trained them to do it. Yeah,
think
so
they
I
did
think
it some time
I don't think those monkeys would have got in trouble. It would have been the keepers. So, you know, I think XFM would probably take the rap.
Will you open it?
No, I can't be seen to open it.
No, he's
I'm
a writer
award-winning.
director.
Exactly.
So am I. I can't be seen to open
I'll
it.
give it here then.
Right, I'm having no part of this.
That's against the law, but
Right, I'm having no part of it.
open it. Come on, you started now.
Right.
The thing is, right, if it's important, we can say maybe she's listening.
But do you need the stress? What it could be anything. What are you going to say? What are you going to say? Oh, and if you are listening, Mrs. Harris, you have got gonorrhea. Call the clinic. Do you know what I mean? It could be anything.
Oh dear.
Oh well. I think my talk did well. Well, what is it?
It's the number 42 on there.
Oh,
What is it? Could you say? Be careful. What?
Let me see what it is.
What is it?
Oh. Dear Sir, Madam, your periodical dental inspection is now due. Would you kindly contact the surgery to make an appointment? Harris, Mrs. Harris, if you're listening, your periodical dental inspection is now due. You might want to contact the
yeah, but
dental surgeon that you normally go to.
she could have a faulty tooth.
42.
42.
42.
I don't believe it. 42.
42. Oh my god.
God, that Darren's good. isn't he?
Darren Brown's good, isn't he?
Oh dear.
That's some blur then.
Carl, is that really 7.5 years old? Blur. The Universal. Alright?
Wise words there.
Yeah.
Just made me think.
Sure.
Carl, I asked you in the week, didn't I?
How old was that kid when that was out?
She wasn't born. So she was about 30.
Well, I think that's the first time we've officially broken the law on air.
What?
I don't think we've broken the law before on air, have
Yeah,
we?
alright, with the dentist appointment.
You think
Well,
so?
we haven't broken the law, Steve, he has.
You're right, yeah, we're fine.
And he should know better, he's the top producer of a tin pot radio station.
Carl, Ricky and I were doing some writing in the week and we needed get a little book of zodiac types. What's your thought on...
Just to make sure it was good luck, you know, to be writing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you make of all that stuff? Horoscopes, do you have any thoughts on that?
Now and again I'll read it, but
Sure.
I'll believe it if it's good.
Yeah.
If it's not, just...
But that's that raison d'etre. That is, those people who do zodiacs exist on that piece of philosophy.
Yeah.
I'll believe it if it's good.
Exactly.
And that's why, when you have breakdowns, people don't go, you're a nasty little piece of work, you're a pug-ugly little twat, and you'll never amount to anything. It's things like, you're probably too generous for your own good.
Yeah.
You like to keep a bit of a distance, but you like to love. You're a warm person. It's always stuff like that, isn't it? People go, I suppose I am too good. Yeah. That is me all over.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You're a creative person.
Yeah.
Who thinks they're not a creative person?
Exactly. You've got a wonderful sense of humour.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What star sign are you?
Mine changes. I'm on the edge.
Right. Okay.
He even makes that complicated.
course.
He
I am.
even makes twaddle complicated.
No, I'm just, it changes depending what paper you read.
Yeah. Alright, in theory, what would
23rd
you...
of September, so I think most of the time I'm a Virgo, I think. Oh.
Well, I'll tell you.
Write that down, listeners. 23rd of September, and come round and give him the bumps.
What I mean...
Well, according to this, I mean, I mean, you've been criticising this, Rick.
Sure.
You've been saying that there's maybe not Not anything in the Zodiac
Yeah,
thing.
go
Well,
on.
hang on, let me just read
Go
some
on,
of the elements of
is this going to change my mind?
Well-
Am I going to eat my words?
the typical Virgoan.
Words.
Okay. The physical appearance of the typical Virgoan.
Yeah.
High forehead.
That's not true.
Cranium may seem too big in comparison with the face. Look at Carl, look at Carl.
But how specific is
Has an extremely large forehead. Has a high hairline.
That's not true though, is it?
May be quite tall.
What are the blokes like?
Often has one foot turned in more than the other.
They've just described Rain Man. What is that? How can I be specific?
Well, that's why it sounds like Carl.
One foot turned in.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, have they even bothered doing one for you? Because there isn't many people who...
Hang on a minute.
Let him finish, Steve.
No, I'm just saying...
Go on. What are you saying?
I sort of think I'm fairly average looking, but I'm saying, have they wasted a page in that book for whatever you are?
It started off me being dissing him and stuff, and you've been nice.
Hang on a minute. I don't think you can be a Virgoan because it says that they are normally quick, alert, and intelligent. But no, actually, I have to say, it says here behaviour and personality traits of the Virgoan as a child is an excellent mimic. Can learn many things in a short time. Not really sure of you, is it?
What?
Rarely
Like
questions authority, but frequently questions facts. You never question facts.
Yeah, you never question authority. He's scared of authority.
Yeah. Yeah, you're usually times very upset if teased. That's true.
Yeah.
isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Hang on a minute, though.
Yeah. Can't take a bit of stick. Too much
depends,
pressure. If you
yeah.
can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. Yeah.
What to teach a young Virgoan? Myths, fairy stories, make-believe, daydreams, and how to use imagination should all be taught to young Virgoans, so they have plenty of magical moments to remember in their adult years when they are often alone.
I'm changing my mind.
I know.
This is good stuff. This is really good stuff.
Alright, well, let's see, what are you?
I don't think we should talk about that.
Yeah, let's have a look.
It says the Virgoan is... I love some of the specifics of this. Virgoan is an employer. He's excellent as the boss of a small company.
yeah. Don't get him on a Tuesday. He's probably stamp collecting then.
Yeah.
Come on,
He loves a bit of
Um,
haddock.
Okay, let me look at mine.
Oh, that is good though, Carl, isn't it? That is you all over. I've changed my mind. It's brilliant. It's a real science. They've really put their work in with this one.
Let me see. Sagittarius, Sarah Jones. Sagittarian is a happy, playful little clown.
Little.
Greets everyone.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Let me see. Sagittarius at home.
He's only going to read the good bits though, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
If that says, what can it say?
Have they done yours in sort of small print because you've got special eyes?
I don't know what that insult is, Carl. What kind of an insult is that?
Well, you know.
He's happy with that. Look at his face.
He's done me.
Oh dear.
And come back to me.
Hoo, it won't do. Listen to the Gallagher Boys and stop crying your heart out on XFM 104.9. No need to. Monkey News.
So now is it time?
Time for Monkey News. Can we have the jingle?
Oh, chimpanzee, that Monkey News.
I love the jingle.
Right, well,
Can we play that jingle once more?
Yeah.
let me cue it up.
So, chimpanzee, that Monkey News.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Got a lot to live up to now.
I'll be
Yeah.
honest with you, often that jingle is more fun than the Monkey News.
Wow.
So you've got to excel yourself this week.
Well, it's there's been a lot going on.
In the monkey world.
Yeah, I was looking at the Guinness Book of Records that we bought last week.
What you bought?
What that I bought.
Is it still wet?
I was cleaning the tea off it. I was having a little read through, and there was some monkey stuff in there. There was this isn't the actual story. I'm just telling you
Yeah.
what it's like looking up monkey news all week.
It's like behind the scenes. It's like the making of Monkey News, which is actually available on DVD.
Exactly.
It's 12 minutes unseen footage, just the making of Monkey News, which is my favourite bit in a way. If you enjoy Monkey News, see how it happens. See, from conception to.
It's all put together.
Yeah, go on. Yeah. What's a typical Monkey News day?
Well, there was some stuff about a monkey in the Guinness Book of Records. I think it had the record for asking for a cup of coffee in 23 different ways.
I don't know what to say. Oh.
That's good. Just to show the monkey news is getting bigger and people are covering it. Donald McIntyre, he was on BBC.
Yeah.
on Monday. He
That was
was
on
doing
Channel
some-
5, wasn't
No, he hasn't moved over yet. This
Oh,
is
right,
something
right.
that he did for the BBC.
he? Right.
So that was pretty good. That was about well, it wasn't good. It was pretty sad, really.
What?
He was doing this thing. Do you know, like last week we were doing Cheap as Chimps,
Yeah.
and someone emailed in saying, you know, Donald McIntyre's doing Cheap as Chimps,
Really?
and it was about.
I bet he wasn't. I bet Donald McIntyre did not do a
they
programme
didn't, they
called
didn't
Cheap as
use that
Chimps.
title,
No.
but you could tell where they'd got the format from. if
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
And it was about gorillas and how much you can get one for. But the problem was, because they're that pricey, they were sort of. I mean, I don't even want. It is depressing. You know,
I mean, could I just say, in the making of Monkey News and Cheap as Chimps, not anyone ever is harmed.
No monkey's harmed.
No. Go on.
Alright. Well, anyway, today's story was emailed in.
So you didn't even do anything towards it. So when you say I've been working on Monkey News, what you printed that out?
So is the making of Monkey News you checking your email?
Well,
Brilliant.
no, I'm always looking at different options. At you know how much is going on.
This is what makes me laugh when he says he's really busy.
Yeah.
I'm doing other stuff and that. I'm doing other stuff.
People are sending in Monkey News.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get an email.
Is it from
check it out.
Reuters?
Well, listen, it's from Steve.
Okay.
Right? Now, what it is this monkey, right?
Yeah.
Don't know where it was.
Mhm.
But there's a bit before the monkey, anyway, right?
Jeez.
Is this? No, listen.
Shoot me.
Right? It's a bank. There's this bank, right? Busy bank. Normal day, everything's going normal,
Yeah.
right? Busy bank, people going in, doing what they do, seeing about mortgages and stuff.
Yeah.
Everything's normal, everyone's happy, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, it's quite busy one day. Fella comes in with a gun and a balaclava on.
Up to no good.
Right, I'll tell you now, Carl. If this fella turns out to be any ape or monkey related species, you're never doing this again. I'd never. So just if you want to finish it, it's at your own risk. But if this fella who robbed the bank turns out to be a chimpanzee, that's the end of Monkey News.
Alright.
Okay, let's
Right.
hear the end. It's a lovely day in a lovely bank. Everyone's happy.
Everything's normal.
A man comes in the balaclava.
Man comes in.
it a man?
Starts waving a gun around.
Shut up, Rick. Let him finish the story.
Starts waving a gun around.
Yeah.
Right?
Up to no good.
So everyone's thinking, oh God, you know, wish I didn't come in here. It's not going to be a good day. all
How
the
tall
rest
is
of
the
it.
man?
Shut up. Let's hear it.
Everything, you know, oh God. And he's telling everyone to get down on the floor.
Yep.
In
Everyone's
what? In
thinking-
English? In English?
Yeah.
In
Think so.
English. Yeah.
So everyone's panicking, everyone's getting on the floor thinking this is it, this is, you know, it's all over.
Yeah.
Just when you think, you know,
It could
it's all bad news.
Yeah.
It's all bad news. Doors swing open. Little monkey wanders in.
God, it's worse.
Shut up, Rick.
Little monkey wanders in, right? The robber's like, what's going on here? He's telling it to get down on the floor. I don't think it was taking any notice.
No,
right?
it was just busy asking for coffee.
It runs in. I don't know if it was going to withdraw or deposit or whatever. It wanders in, right? Goes up to the robber.
Where did it come from?
Shut up. Will you let him finish the story and then ask questions? That's
okay.
only fair.
Okay.
Wanders in. Runs up to the fella with the gun. Takes the gun and the bag of money off him. Everyone's like, yay, you know, we've been saved. Then the monkey starts backing out with the gun and the money.
Shut up. Sit down. Sit down and
I'm not having this.
And
Here's the end of the story.
It does a runner with the money and the gun. No one's seen it since.
You are an idiot. I mean, you have said some stupid things in your time. What are you talking about?
It's a story that happened.
No! What are you talking about? What do you mean it backed out? It came in, was it an accomplice? Was it an opportunist monkey robbery? What are you talking? Think, Carl! Think!
I know it's mad. That's the idea of Monkey News. We're telling people how monkeys are pretty, you know, they're mental.
They're up to no good.
What do you think? They've never seen the monkey since. What, did he have a getaway car waiting? Did he swing his way to freedom? Where was this? There's no details. Don't talk rubbish.
Well, Steve emailed it in. He's got it off the net. And the funny thing is,
Can I
the
see
funny
it? Have
thing
you got
is,
the information there?
yeah, the funny thing is, it wasn't just him who sent it. I had that a couple of times. So a few people obviously read the story and said, you know, that'll be good for Monkey News. It doesn't say anymore. It doesn't say if he went off to Spain. It doesn't say, you know, what, you know, if he's on Crime Watch.
Yeah.
It doesn't say any of that. It's just saying that's what he did. That's the story. And that's what Monkey News is about.
I've heard that they're making a movie version with Phil Collins. So I look forward to that, and Julie Waters.
So that's this week's Monkey News. If you've got any,
Well,
anything
no,
happening
don't bother.
in your
'Cause that's the
town.
end. No, that is the end. That's the end of Monkey News. No more Monkey News. This is, bit of Queen.
It says it here in this email, Rick. It's got to be true.
Right.